Heyo, Pups here. Talkloids have been a huge part of this channel, and today I want to show you how to make high quality, entertaining, and possibly chaotic Talkloid skits. This of course starts with an idea. What do you want this little chaos fest to center around? Putting the Loids through lots of suffering, bickering, or stupid situations seems to always get the job done. Then you want to think about which Vocaloids, Utao, Synthv, whatever have you, in this skit. It's always refreshing to include Vocaloids we don't see much and expand this cinematic fandom verse we have somehow agreed on over the years. But in a fandom where certain Vocaloids seem to have canon personality in our minds, remember that these personalities are still fan-made, and there's nothing wrong with you, also being a fan, adding to, changing, or completely ignoring the common expectations. One Vocaloid roleplay server I used to be active in literally had like 7 different Picos or something because everyone imagined him a little bit differently. This is one very cool and unique thing about having a fandom centered around flat, loreless, otherwise lifeless characters. With that being said, I do think it's important for you to have a clear idea of what you think each personality is before going into making a Talkloid. Even though these videos tend to be chaos with no rhyme or reason, your Talkloids will stand out if you develop them in a way that's uniquely yours, especially if viewers know what to expect, and it can make them decide to watch more of your Talkloids or avoid them. By the time I finish lecturing you on all of that, you should have written an outline. This is what a typical outline looks like for me. I have the Vocaloid name, what they're saying, and then I put notes in for myself about specific sound effects or video edits that pop into my mind. This is exactly that, an outline. And the final product tends to deviate from this as I go through the creative process and sinister ideas randomly pop into my brain hole. Now it's time to open Vocaloid. I know I'm a loser for using V4. Aren't we on like V6 or V8? Anyways, now you have all your words in here, but it sounds like this.
Hello guys, would you like a bucket of chicken?
No, we don't want your Kentucky Fried Tricks.
I've heard way too many Talkloids sound like this, and it's honestly a pet peeve at this point. I usually say the line to myself, like, "Hello guys, would you like a bucket of chicken?" If you notice, some words take longer for me to say than others. My voice also does not sound like this when I speak, so I'm going to adjust the length and add some basic variety of notes.
Hello guys, would you like a bucket of chicken?
It sounds better, but still kind of flat. I like to go into this part that says pitch bend sensitivity and turn that fricker all the way up. Then I go to pitch bend and go nuts with the pencil tool. If I don't like the way it came out, I use my best friend Control Z and try again. You can add even more variety by setting pitch to basically 0. This is how I make my Talkloid sound for emphasis or frustration. Wha-bam! It's time to export it as a wave to your audio software, which in my case is Audacity, which you too can have for the amazing price of free. I use this to cut out pauses, normalize volume, and audio effects. Congrats! You now have Talkloid audio. And what about the video? I use DaVinci Resolve. It can be a bit daunting at first, but it's a pretty standard and free option. To avoid copyright, you want to make sure you have official art for your characters. I will be the first to admit that I was extremely guilty of using fan art in my early video editing days. You can technically do that though, as long as you aren't a booty hole and do it without the artist's permission. Voila! You now have your audio, your characters, sprinkle in some movement, animation, maybe some sound effects, music, or stock images. Beautiful. Now all that's left is to upload it. If you want to check out the Talkloid I showed the script for earlier, click here. Otherwise, happy Talkloid creating, like this video, comment below, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Have a blessed day and keep being awesome.